my name is Skylar. I'm back again to go over how I was able to create my mobile app for my search database. As you can see here, this is the home page of my app, and I screenshotted some images from Google search to use as a background for my app, for the backgrounds of my app. If you go to, and then I have my label, Vital Tech Literacy app. Vital because vital is something that is associated with something being important, a lifeline, and then tech because a lot of the literature is dealing with technology and understanding or being able to read. The app will be a place where its users can look up different articles and read about technology and healthcare. So on the bottom here, I have a button that says enter, which the user will click on to go to the next page. And how I was able to do that is click on button, and then I chose the link, this link here. Once I clicked that, then I clicked on controls and chose open another screen, and then I chose the screen name for the next screen in my app titled Introduction. You can, it provides a drop-down list of all your screen names, and so next screen name would be the introduction screen. The next page, as mentioned before, is the introduction. This is where I give a short bio on the app. Here it says this is a hands-on tool designed to help primary care clinicians, healthcare teams, and patients to stay up to date on technological advancements in healthcare and how multi-generations acclimatize. Our database includes multiple levels of evidence-based articles curated by healthcare professionals as well as patients worldwide. Here, I provided a begin button as well as a back button just in case they want to go back to the home page. So I will go to blocks to show you how I was able to create these functions. Like I did before, I clicked on the first button to give it a function, click this link, and then chose controls, selected this, the same open another screen option, and then the next screen would be the database options. I did not label my button, but they do give you the option to do that. And then I did the same thing for the second button, which again was the back button or the return button, where it will send you back to screen 1. The next screen would be the database options. Here I labeled this as, please select which database you would like to search articles. There are 2 different databases, as I mentioned in my previous video, that I created. One for articles written by healthcare professionals, and the second one written by patients and clients. I also here provided a back button for the user just in case they want to go back for whatever reason to the previous screen. And I will go to blocks again to show you. Also, for the labels, in order to have the background color visible, I had to click on labels and choose this link, label 1 background color, in order for it to be visible or appear on the app. And you can see here, in order for the buttons to actually move the user forward, I chose the same links as the previous screens and just directed them to the next page, depending on their choice, whether they want to go to healthcare professionals or see articles made by patients and clients. And then also you have the third button, which is the back or return button, that will take them back to the introduction page. Next, there are two pages, as you can see here. So if the client or the user rather decided to go to the healthcare professional, here I have a label that states, press continue to be directed to the search database where articles are curated by healthcare professionals. This one is a lot different from the previous screens because I have this continue button, which I'll explain where that will take the user. And then of course, as always, I have the back button just in case the client or the user rather wants to search articles curated by patients or clients. And I'll show you that as later on. So here, again, I have my label to show the link for the label to show the background color. And then for this one, I highlighted button 1, and then I chose this link where it says when, the name of the button, which again, I did not label, click and then do, which you will give it a action. Also, I forgot to mention that for this one, in order to provide a link to my search database, I went down to connectivity, selected activity starter, and dragged it into the home screen. Anywhere on the home screen will be fine. I will not be adding a second one because as you can see here, one has already been added. So going back to blocks, I will be clicking on, so once you click the button, then you will, So then you will click on activity starter, and the activity starter will basically be the action link that will lead the user to the URL link that will then take them to the search database. So here I will be selecting the set to link, which you can see I've already have on the screen. Then it will automatically populate with activity starter 1, and then you will be choosing the data URL. If you are using anything different, they also provide you other options to that would be more fitting for you, but I will be providing a link so that the continue button will direct the user to the data page link. Then also, in order for that action to be put through or implemented, I selected the same link, and then this time I selected action, and then also I forgot to mention, in order to insert the link, I clicked on text, and then I selected this empty text field and linked it onto this link and paste my URL link to my search database website. And then I did the same thing for this one, but this here I entered a different text, so that way my database and the Android app will be linked together. Then here, to get the call start activity, I clicked on activity starter again and selected it here. And this altogether will provide a link from the app to the search database website where the user will be able to look up articles, again, that were written by healthcare professionals. As done before, we have the back button that took them back to the previous screen. And I did the same thing for patient and client. It basically says the same thing, but here it says patients and clients, and I basically did the same thing for this one. The only thing different would be the link, which took them to the database that had articles made by, or written by rather, patients and clients. Create an ad to your app. So you have a buttons, you have your check boxes, you can even insert images, add labels, so on and so forth, and text boxes as well if you wanted to create an option for the user to type. And then you can also change your layout, add media, so on and so forth. So the aesthetic of my app, I want it to be as less intimidating as I possibly could make it. I wanted something very user friendly and approachable to the user. And so I was able to customize it to my liking or however I seen the vision for my app. And over here, you can also click on your label or your text box and modify it and change it here. So you can change the height, the width of your text box or label. Here is where you would you would insert whatever you would like to add to your text box or to your label or anything else you like to write in. And then you would align all of your additives in the app using these controls here. And you can also change your background color. And even though they give you these default colors, you can also choose to customize it as well and choose other colors. So this app, I believe for me as a person who has never created an app before, though I did meet many challenges, I do like that it was easy enough for me to complete this module and be as creative as I wanted to with it without feeling limited because of my limited knowledge of creating an app. So overall, I did enjoy this and I'm very happy with my app. Thank you for listening.